Shifting gears now to the tropics. Tonight, the Caribbean is being rocked by Hurricane Helene. These are images from Cancun today. Helene strengthened to a Category 1 hurricane just before noon, hitting Mexico's coastline with heavy wind and rain, as you see right there. Meanwhile, emergency evacuations are underway right now in Florida as the storm barrels toward the Gulf Coast. It's expected to make landfall as early as tomorrow night. So right now, let's turn to Betsy with the status of Helene right now and how it could affect us here down the road.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing to keep in mind is that Helene is still 1,200 miles away from us, but we have to keep an eye on the details of this forecast because it's very much relevant to us, especially for this weekend. And it is all set up with a cold front. And I know it doesn't seem like that's the way it should be, but there's a cold front that is sitting just on the backside of the Appalachians. And that cold front basically provides a pathway for the storm to move northward. Along the cold front, we have a ton of rain that is already coming down. And these are the same areas that are about to get hit with inundating tropical rain from the hurricane on top of all this. So we really have a major inland flooding threat that is unfolding here in the next couple of days. Now, here in Northeast Ohio, also dealing with this cold front, we have some scattered showers that have been popping up, especially east. Most numerous showers right now in Ashtabula County, but these have been kind of coming and going throughout the afternoon and the evening. We're going to continue to see that through the rest of the night, too, with patchy fog a possibility. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures dipping back into the low 60s for your start of the day tomorrow. And then through the afternoon in your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast, you can see we will be topping out in the mid-70s. A lot of cloud cover staying with us, a few sprinkles here and there, but those direct impacts of what's left of Helene won't get here until probably Friday night. So let's get back into the forecast with the latest on what's happening with this storm. Hurricane Helene is sitting just north of Cancun right now. We have seen a resurgence of some new thunderstorm development, and now that the storm is expected to move away from land, out over open water that is like bathtub water. I mean, we're talking temperatures in the upper 80s and it's deep hot water. We're also seeing shear beginning to dissipate across this area, and that means growth potential is great. 85-mile-per-hour sustained winds currently, but the storm is expected to track up over some of the warmest water in the Gulf, which will allow it to expand in size and grow in intensity. National Hurricane Center now saying the storm will make landfall as a Cat 4, bottom end of the Cat 4, 130-mile-per-hour winds. That is significant. Don't worry about the difference between Cat 2 and Cat 3 at this point. This is going to be a fast-moving storm with a lot of rain, and it's also going to be bringing quite a bit of wind with it. Now, if we kind of overlay where the most intense winds are expected to be, that would be in the eye wall, right around the eye. And you could see the path that this storm is expected to take. Those really significant winds are not a big area. I mean, for the folks in the panhandle of Florida, this will be big. Keep in mind, this is the same area that got hit by Michael, Hurricane Michael, a Cat 5 storm, the fourth most intense hurricane to hit the U.S. mainland. That came right in here into areas just south of Panama City in 2018. Apalachicola sits right here. It's a beautiful, tiny little sweet town. And just last year, they were able to open up their oyster beds for farming once again. And now they have a huge Cat 4 storm that's coming. So that could be a big problem for those folks. Meanwhile, the storm surge. We are expecting inundating storm surge. So this is the water coming up from the storm. It's being pushed out of the ocean, and it is expected to be about a foot of storm surge that will inundate all coastal areas north of Cedar Key and over toward Apalachicola. So a major storm. As it's moving northward, it is still dumping crazy amounts of rain into the Appalachians, including Atlanta, Charlotte, and then it begins to break down as it's kind of sitting in western portions of Tennessee. All the while, that rain still keeps coming down. An excessive rain outlook in the moderate and high categories has been issued by the National Weather Service. This is a rarity, but this is highlighting the areas of greatest concern for inland flooding from this storm. And we also will be tracking those remnants because, as I said, those remnants could make it as far north as northern Ohio by Friday night, and then it's going to hang around as we head through the weekend and continue to bring us scattered showers. Overall, we're not expecting an intense amount of rain here in northern Ohio, but it's enough that we will still have to contend with those scattered showers all the way through the weekend and into the start of next week. The good news out of this is that our temperatures stay mild in your Union Home Mortgage forecast. That storm will kind of just wobble and weave in the Great Lakes region until Tuesday. Tuesday, a cold front comes in, and that cold front is going to be a big one because fall is going to feel like fall on Wednesday with clearing skies, cool temperatures, and a definite crisp feel to the air.